It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll start him around here on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Blunt. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down at 5. Operating from the gun, Perez. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Looking to throw on second down. Perez. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryan Edwards. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. This is taken at the 15. A good head down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Perez now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Perez. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ford. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Perez. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Perez. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Perez on 1st and 10. Throw left side. There's London. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Perez. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Perez. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 3 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go. By 20. We got more.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down at the 25.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Owens. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go, baby. Here we go. 180. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners get a bit closer. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now Perez throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So out come the Falcons now. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Perez. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's 4th. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's got some space here. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it. And I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one caught over the middle by Burnett. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19 and they gained 19.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Perez. And this will be caught by Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's Perez to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run with Ford. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Perez. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
This is Ford. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Perez. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back to throw. Perez. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This one complete to Smallwood. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Perez. That's complete right around the 8. That'll give him 8 that time, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Perez from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Demir Bird. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burnett, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Mike, 53. 53.
Second and 1. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Perez now on 3rd and 2. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Burnett. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of 4, and now it's second and goal.
You better be ready next time. Here we go, here we go. 180! Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, tight, tight. Right there, 54, right there, man.
Here we go on second and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And this one is right through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Falcons ready to take over. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Perez looking to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Ford. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the left hash, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, "You think you're going to rattle me? Think again."
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.